Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining me. Happy Sabbath. I've got a question for y'all, and I want to challenge you this morning to really think this through. Now, what does the life of a faith filled servant look like? A faith filled life and a faithful servant. Put that together. That's what we're going to talk about today. A faith filled life will produce a faithful servant. There's the answer to that question. So listen, the life of a servant of Christ comes under immense testing. I don't even have to explain that. You already know that. You already know what it means. You're under it right now, as a matter of fact. But what's being tested? That's the question. And that's what we ask ourselves over and over again, especially when God is the one who's doing the testing. He sent it or he allows it to come. What's being tested? It may feel like your mind, your body, and your soul all at the same time being tested. But actually, did you realize what God is really after? He's actually after your faith. He's not after your body. He's not after your mind. He's not after your spirit. He's after your faith. So, how does God test our faith? Because you can't see it, you can't touch it. So, in reality, how does God test it? This is what the test is all about. Even though you can't feel it or touch it, in reality, God is after your faith. That's what the test is. The Bible defines this now. The Bible defines faith as the substance of those things that are hoped for, but it's the evidence of those things that are not seen. They haven't manifested. They haven't been revealed. They haven't come into reality. You can't see it or touch it yet because it hasn't happened. So our faith becomes something. What does that mean? Our faith becomes the ingredient or the element that energizes our expectations and gives us proof, the confirmation that that which has not happened shall occur. Bottom line, it's going to happen. That's what you need to know. Your faith in God, because he looks for that and he operates and he responds to your faith. That's why God moves. That's why God does what he does. So listen, the relationship between the ingredient and the energy forms what I call a spiritual combustion that produces life in and of itself. It stands alone against all opposing forces, no matter what they say, what they think, how they feel, the enemy, nothing. That faith will withstand the test of time, period, hands down. Now, and what does that actually produce? We're finally ready to answer this question. Finally, it produces a faithful servant. And that was all God was after in the first place, to produce within each one of us the life of a faithful servant who will withstand the test of times, especially the times in which we're living, that we will be faithful to God, no matter what it looks like or sounds like. Listen, Matthew chapter 25, verse 21. His Lord said unto him, Well done, thou good and faithful servant. Thou hast been faithful over a few things. Praise be to God. I will make thee ruler over many things. Enter thou into the joy of the Lord. That's what God wants to be able to say to each one of us. I'm going to make you a ruler over many things. I'm going to bless you. I'm going to elevate you. I'm going to promote you. Why? Because you have been a faith-filled, faithful servant of mine. God bless y'all. Enjoy your Sunday and work on that. Become what God wants you to be, his faithful servant.